Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
He was taken down.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Here's Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. But Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 5.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now it's Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On the carry. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
1-yard gain.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
At the 21-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Wentz on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
He's tackled at the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Ryan, rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Eagles nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Grady Jarrett on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Gurley on the
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now this throw caught left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Eagles nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
We'll call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Josh Lambo lining up.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Already at the the line. This Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it'll be third down.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Ryan.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Eagles 6.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 57. 57.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Again, they run with Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Ryan going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Eagles.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Eagles. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
It's a gain of 8.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3. First down, Atlanta.
They run. It's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
53, check 53. Let's make these.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Down, Eagles.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Eagles 18.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, Ryan. They'll roll him out right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
On downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
57, Mike 57. I got you.
Wins to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Now Wentz again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Wiggles free. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he